Trent Alexander-Arnold. And we should be in for a fascinating second half. Arsenal straight into possession after the restart. Aaron Ramsdale's long ball forward, kept alive initially by Kai Havertz, but it's out for a throw-in off Alexander-Arnold. Such a delicately poised game. Arsenal will be frustrated that they're not in front. And Havertz, who's in possession now, has been the chance misser in chief so far. Here's Jorginho looking to clip that ball down the left-hand side for Reiss Nelson, but he's tracked all the way by Alexis McAllister, and McAllister will clear away back over the halfway line for William Saliba to pick this one up. You do wonder about the confidence in this Arsenal team at the moment. Those 2 defeats at the end of December, West Ham and Fulham taking maximum points off Mikel Arteta's side and putting a bit of a dent in their title hopes as a result. And they've won just once in the last 6 in all competitions. Something Mikel Arteta will be determined to change, not just today, but as the Premier League kicks back into gear next weekend. Arsenal got themselves a free kick here. There's a tangle of legs there between Cody Gakpo and Jakub Kiwior. Ended up in favour of the Arsenal man. I should actually correct myself because Premier League is on break next weekend, so there won't be any Premier League action. My apologies for that. Arsenal are next in action on January the 20th against Crystal Palace. So this will be the final chance to see Arteta's team in action. Liverpool, however, a little busier. They've got a Carabao Cup semi-final first leg at home to Fulham on the 10th of January. And then their break kicks in before heading to Bournemouth on January the 21st. The throw-in for Arsenal down the right-hand side, taken by White, but it's dealt with by Jarell Quansah. And Liverpool keep possession, but Nunez, a loose touch, and Rice will get back and clear away. Another throw-in to Arsenal. Gomez will take midway inside the host half. But Ødegaard forces Quansah back, and Alisson will go into the feet of Ibrahima Konate. And again, out for a throw. And a scrappy start to the second half. No real connected possession from any player, or any set of players, I should say. Based on Arsenal's start to the first half, they'll be disappointed they've not created a chance. Reiss Nelson narrowly missing as he tried to put them in front inside the opening minute. Here is Nelson. He's pushed to the floor by Gakpo, and that'll be a free kick. Gakpo not happy with that one. Referee John Bucks immediately making that call. And Arsenal get it back underway quickly. Here's White. He'll look to go long towards Saka. And Saka's got the run on Joe Gomez here. On into the box. Saka with the chance. Gomez does well to recover. Got himself caught out there, Joe Gomez, but he used his pace to react and respond to the situation. There might possibly have been a VAR check on that one for offside against Bukayo Saka. He was just over the halfway line as he made the run. But Liverpool are not hanging around. Here's Gomez, further forward now from left back, and he just fires that one over the top. Famously, without a goal in his Liverpool career, Joe Gomez wasn't a million miles away there. He saw an opportunity to go for it, but Aaron Ramsdale untroubled. No sign of any activity on the respective substitutes bench at the moment. Liverpool, as you mentioned, in the first half, struggling with injuries, struggling with absences. No Mo Salah and Wataru Endo due to international duty. You have 6 teenagers on the substitutes bench this evening. Arsenal, on the other hand, Leandro Trossard, Eddie Nketiah, Gabriel Martinelli, Emile Smith-Rowe amongst their options, should Mikel Arteta need them. As Nunez just drops deep to lend a hand. It's given away, though, cheaply by Arsenal in midfield, and Etihad has to work hard to win it back. It was his error originally, and he's done well. Jorginho tries to scoop that one into the Liverpool box in the direction of Saka, but Liverpool deal with it. And Arsenal, again, sloppy in possession, given away. Liverpool can get forward here. Diaz cuts in for the right-hand side. It was a swing and a miss from the Colombian there. Had an opportunity to pull the trigger, but completely missed the ball, and Arsenal clear. Liverpool will come again, though. Diaz switched back over to the left-hand side now, but Saliba with the clearance. That was a really good opportunity for Luis Diaz. Just lost his nerve at the crucial moment. It's Diaz again causing problems. He looks to cross that one right across the 18-yard box. Nunez will keep it alive. Again, he's crowded out. Rice closing him down. Saka with the challenge. Eventually found its way through to Curtis Jones, and he hammered that one off target. There was a slight Liverpool appeal for a penalty there as Saka left the foot in. Now here's Ødegaard looking to step over the halfway line for Arsenal. He loses out and Saka tries to win it back. Ødegaard will go again. Curtis Jones rides the challenge. It's good play there from the Liverpool number 17. He was being hassled and harried from all sides. Liverpool again look to spring that long ball forward to Darwin Nunez. He'll get away down the left. Steps inside Ben White. Nunez just across the face of goal and wide of the far post from Darwin Nunez. Had that brilliant chance from a header from a corner in the first 45 minutes. He was onside. Held his run to get in behind Ben White. He saw just that little opportunity at the far post that if he could get enough whip and bend on it, that could have been a spectacular opener. But still, the wait goes on. Here comes Arsenal now. It's Nelson looking to get away from Luis Diaz down the Arsenal left, and he's shouldered down by Diaz. The referee was calling Luis Diaz over here. He was unhappy with the level of physicality there. I think it was a fairly clean challenge from Liverpool's number 7. The referee has disagreed. He's given him a warning, but no free kick. It is a corner, though. Final touch. Coming off Diaz. So it's going to be a corner to Arsenal on the left. Reece Nelson will go across to take. Nelson, arm raised as he curls this one in towards the near post, but it's bounced away off two Arsenal players. Ødegaard will keep it alive. Jorginho's lofted ball is deflected by Alexis Mac Allister. Diaz, that's dealt with very smartly by Ben White in midfield. Liverpool were flooding forward there, and they will come again. Here's Nunez. Can he get the run on Ben White? Good tackle. Really good defending once again by Ben White. Kept his eye on the ball. And Arsenal will look to break away here. Ødegaard appealing for a free kick as he was held back by Alexis Mac Allister. The referee says no. On into Nunez inside the box. Again, Ben White is there for Arsenal. They've really stepped it up again in the opening stages of this second period. 56 minutes on the clock. Arsenal 0, Liverpool 0. And you do get the sense that a goal is incoming. So a good catch from Mikel Arteta. Poor ball out of defence from Jarell Quansah, and Arteta wants to get his team moving quickly. Nelson into Jorginho, and he's caught late. That will be a free kick. And I think Alexis Mac Allister might find himself with a booking here. There's been a few late challenges from Liverpool's number 10 in the last few moments. Referee's giving him the benefit of the doubt. Arsenal, little training ground routine there. Martin Ødegaard slid into the box to Havertz, clipped in, and Saka over the bar from the England international. Couldn't readjust his angles and get himself in a position to hook that back goalwards. Frustration written all over his face. He knew that was an opportunity. An interesting technique there from the Arsenal players. They started an offside position. Everybody ran back onside. Havertz picked up the low ball from Ødegaard, but they were unable to make anything of it. And we're going to see the first change of the evening here for Liverpool. Cody Gakpo replaced by his Dutch international teammate Ryan Gravenberch. And Alexis Mac Allister is off in place of Diogo Jota. It'll just be another little stoppage as those substitutions take place for Liverpool. Referee giving both players a moment to get themselves on the pitch. And Alisson will get Liverpool back underway. So eventually deflected out of play for a throw in to Arsenal. Ben White just short on options here as he tries to get things back underway on halfway for Mikel Arteta's team. Havertz loses out in the air, but Arsenal will pick it up. It's White again. Now fed backwards to Jorginho. Rice. Nice little turn away from his man by Reiss Nelson over on this near left-hand side for Arsenal, but he's chased down by Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Arsenal have to go back. Ødegaard does well to get there before Quansah. Havertz on to Reiss Nelson. This is good from Arsenal as Havertz looks to get away again. That cross is deflected, falls for Saka over the far side. And it's over the top once again from Bukayo Saka. Another awkward one for him. It didn't sit right. Probably unable to really test Alisson from that sort of situation, but it was good play from Arsenal in the build-up. Havertz down the left, cross was deflected across goal. Alisson got a little touch on it. But Saka, realistically, not going to trouble Liverpool from that type of situation. As Arsenal come again. Liverpool really struggling to maintain possession and make an impact on this one. It's Saka onto Havertz. Now Ødegaard. It's a traffic jam inside the Liverpool penalty boxes. Saka looks to just tickle that through to Ødegaard. Goal kick to Liverpool eventually. Ødegaard thought the final touch came off a Liverpool shirt. Good skill from the Arsenal captain. He got away from Konate originally, but he just ran out of road slightly, and that was the correct decision by the referee. And we're going to see a first switch of the evening by Mikel Arteta. Gabriel Martinelli for Reiss Nelson. He's done okay. Reiss Nelson, he's had a couple of chances to score, but in an unfamiliar position on that left-hand side of the Arsenal attack. He's not looked completely comfortable. Gabriel Martinelli, of course, is very comfortable there. First choice pick for Mikel Arteta. Can he provide the cutting edge that Arsenal need? Alisson with the goal kick. Goes long this time and Jota loses out. Kwanzaa did well there with the returned clearance. He got a strong foot in to make sure Havertz didn't get a sniff of an opportunity. Ødegaard just cushions that one back on the halfway line to Jorginho. He'll go direct down the Arsenal right for Saka. Inside Gomez. Ødegaard. Elliott tries to get a foot in, but he forces Ødegaard back to Havertz. Now Martinelli will get a chance to run at Trent Alexander-Arnold on into the Liverpool box, but Elliott gets back in and lends a hand to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Important bit of defensive play from Harvey Elliott there. Liverpool know they do need to stem the tide from Arsenal if they're to stand any chance of staying in this game, but Elliott's got himself forward now and it's an easy one straight at Aaron Ramsdale. Potentially better options on the table for the Liverpool midfielder, but he saw an opportunity and went for it. Returning Ramsdale will be happy to receive efforts like that, and Trent Alexander-Arnold's quick thinking there's not matched by Darwin Núñez there. Out of play for an Arsenal throw. You imagine there will be more changes as this one progresses. 65 minutes on the clock. 2 from Liverpool so far, Jota and Gravenberch. Martinelli on for Arsenal. Eddie Nketiah, of course, is a possibility for Mikel Arteta. Is Alisson into midfield with Curtis Jones. Really not seeing too much of Liverpool as an attacking threat in the second half. There was plenty of bright sparks just before the interval. Trent Alexander-Arnold off the bar. Darwin Núñez heading wide. But it's been Arsenal that have firmly been in the ascendancy since the start of the second period. Here's Jota. It's a nice ball forward to Núñez on halfway, and Jota bursts onto the return. He's tugged back. It's going to be William Saliba in the notebook. For the referee, John Brooks. He knew what he was doing there. Saliba, Jota was battling and scrapping to get away from him, and he had a hold of the Portuguese international. And a free kick to Liverpool just inside the Arsenal half. It's always so full of industry. Diogo Jota, he's a reliable operator when Jurgen Klopp has needed him, scored some important goals down the years. And he's a particular fan of scoring against Arsenal. 4 goals as a Liverpool player against the Gunners. There's Kwanzaa, that's a nice ball forward to try and slip in Gomez on the overlap, but it's dealt with by Saka, and Kwanzaa crunches in on Saka there to ensure that he wasn't caught out of position. Here's Elliott popping up in a number 10 role. Tries to find Nunez, but Gabriel gets there first, and Jorginho will go for the big switch over to the left-hand side to get Martinelli away. Liverpool do have numbers back here. Martinelli will fancy his chances to get past Konate, and he does. Cross doesn't make its way through to Saka, who will put the pressure on Joe Gomez. And Arsenal will keep it alive over on the right-hand side. Rice, Jorginho. Now Saka. White on the overlap, but Liverpool get back on numbers. Cleared away. Arsenal just relentless now. Pushed right up inside the Liverpool half as Jorginho takes control. Declan Rice. Home side still probing, still pushing. Defensively, Liverpool have performed very well, particularly in the absence of Virgil van Dijk. Both left-backs currently out of action. Andy Robertson and Kostas Tsimikas sidelined. So far, they've held Arsenal at bay. Here's Martinelli, gets away from Trent Alexander-Arnold, on inside the box, but Konate gets an important foot in there. It's too easy for Martinelli to get away from Trent Alexander-Arnold. Konate was on top of the situation. Diaz gives it away. It'll be a throw into Arsenal. Taken quickly now onto Martinelli. He'll have another go at Alexander-Arnold. Gets beyond him. Martinelli, and again it's Konate who gets across. Corner to Arsenal. Imagine that will be a key battle in the final 20 minutes. Trent Alexander-Arnold up against Gabriel Martinelli. And the Brazilian will take corner duty here now. Just to deliver this one in from the Arsenal left. A poor one towards the near post and easily dealt with by Liverpool. It's Gravenberch who headed it away. It was a really disappointing effort from Gabriel Martinelli. And the reverse ball back into him, runs out for a goal kick, and Liverpool will be back in possession. Obviously, just a quick reminder, there is the possibility of a replay in this game. FA Cup third round still continues with their policy of replaying matches that are tied at full time. I've seen quite a few examples of that over this FA Cup third round weekend. 3 Premier League teams, and Sunday alone that will be going into a replay. Luton against Bolton. Liverpool are on the attack here. Nunez squares it across to Diaz. It's just behind him. And Liverpool were in there if that was a better ball from Nunez. Diaz just couldn't check his run in time, and it was a 2-on-2. Nunez's ball in between Saliba and Gabriel was a poor one. And that is a huge opportunity wasted for Jurgen Klopp. Poor decision and pure execution from Nunez. Harvey Elliott there just picking up a yellow card. Catches Jorginho. I think he was actually annoyed about the situation with Nunez. Just looking back at those scores, Luton 0, Bolton 0. That means a replay for Rob Edwards' team. Nuno Santos, Nottingham Forest 2, Blackpool 2. That's another replay. David Moyes' West Ham held 1-1 by Bristol City. So extra games on the schedule. Not really what any Premier League manager wants. And certainly not what Jurgen Klopp or Mikel Arteta want. But as it stands, unless there is a late twist or two here at the Emirates, these two sides will be doing it all again at Anfield in a replay. Throw in for Liverpool. Trent Alexander-Arnold aims up towards halfway for Luis Diaz, but Declan Rice cuts it out. Now Ødegaard curls that one over to the Arsenal right for Bukayo Saka to latch onto. Saka infield to Ødegaard. Good challenge there by Ryan Hwabenberg. Just read the situation as Ødegaard tried to free Saka. As Liverpool come again. Now it's Konate. Just tried the clever ball round Martinelli and wins a throw. Trent Alexander-Arnold again will aim that one up towards Luis Diaz, but it's Gabriel who snaps in this time to win it back for Arsenal. Now Saliba. Jorginho, can he find a killer pass for Arsenal, the experienced former Chelsea man? Saliba with the crossfield raking ball onto Martinelli. Now, can he get the better of Trent Alexander-Arnold again? No. Given away. Gravenberch beats Ødegaard to that one, but the poor ball to Elliott, picked up by Rice. Now Saka. Tiptoes on towards the edge of the Liverpool box. Saka with the effort. Always drifting and always wide. We've seen him do that so many times. Bukayo Saka just step in onto his left foot and bend one into the top corner. Not on this occasion. He's been in sensational form for Arsenal this season, Saka, despite that missed 9 goals and 10 assists in 25 appearances so far this evening. Just like his Arsenal colleagues and his Liverpool rivals, nobody has found the back of the net. It's a good header won in midfield by William Saliba. White tries to spin it out wide to Martinelli, but Alexander-Arnold intercepts. Now Konate. Alexander-Arnold just taking a little bang on the back of the leg from Martinelli there. He's okay. He is certainly not a player that Liverpool can afford to lose. Injuries and international call-ups have impacted Jurgen Klopp's plans enough already this month. As Nunez will try and raid away down the left, gets past Ben White on into the box. Blocked off by White. Saka will complete the clearance. Gabriel Martinelli just couldn't quite gather that in. It's a handball against Martinelli. And it'll be a free kick to Liverpool. Jones will take that one quickly and try to get Liverpool advanced once again. He's close to taking that one in his stride, Martinelli, but it did come off his arm eventually. As Kiwior just stabs that one forward, trying to free Martinelli down the Arsenal left, but Elliott wins it. Headed on by Jota. Gabriel will clear it away, and he was caught there. I think it was Luis Diaz. Just catches the Brazilian centre-back over the top of his foot. That'll be a sore one for him. No real wrongdoing in the eyes of the referee on the part of Luis Diaz. And we're going to see a couple of young changes for Liverpool. Harvey Elliott, who himself is no veteran, withdrawn. Connor Bradley brought on. That'll be a tactical change by Jurgen Klopp. Connor Bradley, a right back by trade, of course. Bobby Clark also on. What an opportunity for those two young players to make an impact this evening. Conor Bradley has seen some action so far this season. He's played in Carabao Cup and the Europa League. But it is the first appearance of the campaign for young Bobby Clark. Got his debut last season. Did see some Premier League minutes. But this is his first taste of first team action in 2023-24. Here is Clark. Just to drive that one down the right hand side in the direction of Diaz, and it will be a offside against him. Diaz, that is. I think we're going to see Trent Alexander-Arnold pushed into midfield now, with Elliott and Jones withdrawn. Bradley at right back. Clark also into the midfield. This has been a regular tactic employed by Jurgen Klopp in the closing stages of matches, to bring Alexander-Arnold infield to see if he can influence things a bit more. Liverpool do have a very impressive record in the final stages of games. 17 Premier League goals scored after the 75-minute mark, more than any other team in the top flight. Here's Jota looking to step away from Ben White, but it's fed on to Diaz inside the box. Diaz, good save from Aaron Ramsdale. Really important touch from the Arsenal goalkeeper. The snapshot from Diaz, it fell kindly for him inside the box. All the hard work done by Jota. Got away from White, got away from Saliba. Just squirted out for Luis Diaz. He took it early. Ramsdale gets down, makes the save. It'll be a corner to Liverpool. Really strong hand from the returning Arsenal keeper. It was actually a very, very good save. Jurgen Klopp is really enjoying himself. He senses there's a winner in this, if his team can take their chances. Or chance. Alexander-Arnold headed off the bar by Jota. Falls again for Darwin Núñez, and it's wide. But the Arsenal crossbar has taken another wobble in. Great spring from Diogo Jota. Got away from Jorginho inside the box. Aaron Ramsdale wasn't getting there. And it is back off the bar from Diogo Jota. So close for the former Wolves man. Darwin Núñez just not able to sort his feet out in time to get the rebound on target. Ramsdale was scrambling there. I do not think he was getting anywhere near that one. And Diogo Jota is frustrated. Will that be a sign of things to come in the final 10 minutes? This game has had so much to offer. But we are still awaiting a goal. Here's Diaz looking to get away down the Liverpool left. Tracked by Saka. Saka goes all the way down to the corner flag and trying not to concede a foul here. Gomez takes over. He gets away from Saka this time, but he needs help. Gravenberch just steps across. He'll get away from Ødegaard. Ødegaard concedes the foul. Another free kick in a crossing position for Liverpool. Gomez and Gravenberch did well there. Saka initially couldn't win possession, and then Ødegaard just eased Gravenberch off the ball. Naturally, he disagrees with the decision. But it'll be another chance for Trent Alexander-Arnold to whiz one into that Arsenal penalty area. Just over the 80-minute mark here on Flashscore UK at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal 0, Liverpool 0. And what has been an eye-catching FA Cup third round. Alexander-Arnold delivered in, and it's a goal for Liverpool! It has been coming, and it is Luis Diaz with the final touch. Alexander-Arnold right on the money for the visitors. Luis Diaz gets there first, and Liverpool are in front at the Emirates. And the players have raced straight over to the away fans. What a delivery from Trent Alexander-Arnold. He saw the early run of Diaz, And Liverpool finally have the breakthrough. And I think the Arsenal players are speaking to the ref because there's a potential that the last touch came off an Arsenal player. Diaz does get a little touch on it. And I think it is actually going to be credited as an own goal against Jakub Kiwior. Trent Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. Diaz gets a slight touch, but it's Kiwior that diverts it past his own goalkeeper. Now we will wait to see who that is confirmed in favour of, because there's a few permutations involved. Trent Alexander-Arnold's effort could have been classed as being on target. Diaz with a touch. But at the moment, it has been confirmed as a Jakub Kiwior own goal. And that has really changed things here at the Emirates. Liverpool have been second best for big parts of this game. And they find themselves in front with 8 minutes to go. As Konate does well to just muscle Kai Havertz out of that one, and Alexander-Arnold will just fire it downfield in the general direction of Bobby Clark. Helped on to Diaz on the edge of the box. Diaz with the curler. It's wide of Aaron Ramsdale's post. We're just being shown another replay of that goal, and it most certainly is Kiwior that gets the telling touch. And Ramsdale was coming to claim it, but it's off the Poland international and into the back of the net. And Mikel Arteta has reacted in kind. Eddie Nketiah on, Jorginho off, as Arsenal look to roll the dice. Liverpool fans, as you'd imagine, jubilant in the away end here at the Emirates Stadium. And they could be just 6 minutes away from an FA Cup fourth round spot. Here is Diaz, looking to get away from Jakub Kiwior. It'll be all about game management for Jurgen Klopp's team now. Bradley backs him up down in the corner. Alexander-Arnold. Calmly done by Diaz as Liverpool just spread the play over to the left-hand side, but Arsenal will step in, win it back. Ødegaard. Now Saka gets away over the halfway line. Alexander-Arnold has switched sides to get across and help out, but it's Darwin Núñez that concedes the foul. Clumsy from Núñez. He tracked all the way back on Saka. It's a tired run from Núñez. Does get a little bit of the ball. He takes plenty of Bukayo Saka, and now Arsenal have a chance. You really cannot turn your attention away from this one for a second, because chances at both ends, and an unlikely scorer of the breakthrough. Jakub Kiwior's own goal, the difference. Martin Ødegaard will look to bend this one into the box for Arsenal. Ødegaard headed on by Havertz and turned behind. Kai Havertz is claiming the last touch came off a Liverpool player. The officials disagree. Goal kick to Liverpool. Plenty of anxious faces around the Emirates within the home support. The Liverpool fans will be on cloud nine if it stays as it is. But Arsenal do still have a chance. Alisson with the goal kick. That's headed on by Darwin Núñez, but Arsenal will win it back. There was a possible opportunity for a free kick there, but Liverpool accepted the advantage. Gravenberch does well to win 50-50 with Rice. Now Núñez down the Liverpool left, on into Jota. He's forced back to Konate. Konate with an ambitious little clip ball into the box there, and Ramsdale's quickly out to gather. Jurgen Klopp does still have one more substitution available to him if he wants to try and break the flow of the game slightly. Emile Smith-Rowe and Leandro Trossard Both still options for Mikel Arteta if needed. As Ben White looks to go direct up to Nketiah. We yet to see him on the ball. Arteta looking to throw the England international on to try and find something. Is Rice. He's well tracked across the pitch there by young Bobby Clark. Two teenagers have certainly got stuck in since coming on. Clark in midfield and Conor Bradley here at right back, and his job on his hands here as Gabriel Martinelli tries to skip away from him, but he gets back and wins that one. A goal kick to Liverpool. Nice and solid defending there from Conor Bradley. Martinelli got past him initially, but he got back in, put his body in the way. And the clock ticks down. 3 minutes of normal time remaining. And then it will be all eyes on the fourth official. Helped forward there by Ryan Gravenberch, and Luis Diaz will drop deep to keep Liverpool in possession. Here is Bradley looking to get forward and give Gabriel Martinelli a problem in the other half, but it's given away. Jota, poor touch from the Portuguese international. Now Ødegaard clips that one down the left to Jakub Kiwior, who is the goal scorer in this game, of course, but at the wrong end from the perspective of the Arsenal left back. It's Trent Alexander-Arnold just puts his laces through that one and clears downfield. And we will see some Arsenal changes before the final minute or two of play. Kai Havertz is off. Emile Smith-Rowe is on. Kiwior is replaced by Leandro Trossard. Mikel Arteta throwing on all of his attacking options. Doesn't have too much of a choice. And Arsenal need possession, and they need someone to create something if they want to avoid an FA Cup exit. No Carabao Cup action for them, of course. Liverpool taking on Fulham in midweek. The Premier League would become their sole focus before the return of Champions League action in mid-February. But there's still time to go here. Declan Rice with the switch to Gabriel Martinelli. He goes in field to his namesake Gabriel Magalhaes. Rice. Now Ødegaard. Back over to the Arsenal right. Ødegaard into Saka. He feeds that one back into Ødegaard, but ball into Trossard is cleared away by Joe Gomez. Liverpool happy to just sit back now and absorb this Arsenal pressure if they can. That's Declan Rice on halfway to Saliba. Rice will toss that one forward, but Conor Bradley deals with it, and Bobby Clark and Trent Alexander-Arnold work it out between them. A little change in approach from Arsenal now as they try to go a bit more direct. But Eddie Nketiah has yet to really get a taste of it. It's Gabriel Martinelli that is the main target. Here's White. A nice ball through the lines down the Arsenal right to Ødegaard. He's caught by Gravenberch. That'll be a free kick to Arsenal. Shooting range here. That's a booking for Gravenberch. Really nice first touch from Ødegaard to get away from him. It's just a bit too late there as he tried to get back and get a foot on the ball and prevent Ødegaard from getting a shot away. But this is a chance. Just to the right of the Liverpool penalty area, favours the left footer. I think it's going to be Ødegaard to take. He's an option here to drift this one into the far post or take on the shot himself. It looks as if he's going to go for the former. And he clipped this one into the back post, but that's well dealt with by Darwin Núñez. Corner to Arsenal. Taking no chances there. Núñez headed it back over his own dead ball line. It was Ben White who was gambling in behind him. We've got the board up here for 4 minutes of additional time. Corner taken by Martinelli, headed away again by Nunez, right in front of Alisson, and Gomez will help it on its way. Ødegaard tries to feed it back to Martinelli, but Gravenberch gets there first. He'll try and release Diaz in behind. Diaz does really well to get across and get there before Saka and before Ødegaard. But it's ultimately snatched away by Aaron Ramsdale, and Arsenal will come again. Here's Rice, challenged by Clark, goes down. I think Bobby Clark will take the book in there. He knows that even a few seconds of disruption can help Liverpool in this situation. Is Saliba. Now, Bukayo Saka down the right. Can he create something for Arsenal? Steps in field, try to find Ødegaard, but again, Gravenberch with the touch to just disrupt Arsenal's flow. Here's Gabriel Magalhaes. Martinelli. Conor Bradley very, very tight to Martinelli in those situations. He's actually restrained Martinelli better than Trent Alexander-Arnold did, but he's tested in the air now. Martinelli couldn't quite bring that under control. Rice will just drift it out to the right-hand side to Saka. White curls that one in deep. Bradley with the header. Behind for a corner. It's a big pat on the back from Alisson there. Leandro Trossard was in behind him. Lurking. Trying to see if there'd be an opportunity for Arsenal. Everybody but Aaron Ramsdale sent forward for this one. Mikel Arteta knows there will not be too many chances remaining if he wants to avoid bowing out. Curled in and grabbed by Alisson. He'll drop down and take his time over this one. A pair of fourth round exits last season for Klopp and for Arteta. Eventual champions Manchester City dumping Arsenal out of the competition. Liverpool losing out to Brighton. And as it stands, Arsenal's campaign is going to end one round earlier this season. Here's Trossard, just does well to gather in that loose ball on the edge of his own box, but he's fouled. Be another free kick and another card. Trent Alexander-Arnold this time. Arsenal only really have one more roll of the dice. Be Ramsdale to take this free kick. Everybody pushed forward for Arsenal right up on the edge of that Liverpool 18-yard box. Ramsdale to toss it in. That's easily won and headed away by Darwin Nunez. There's been a handful of really important defensive contributions from Nunez in the last few minutes. Ramsdale will go again though. Last chance for Arsenal. Hurled in towards Nketiah, towards anybody in Arsenal white really from the home team's perspective, but it's Nunez who brings it away. Jota's got some space to dart into here, and he's fed it on to Diaz. Diaz with the chance, Diaz with the goal! And Liverpool are heading into the FA Cup fourth round. A fantastic breakaway finish from the Colombian. Smash and grab for Jurgen Klopp in the final seconds. It was Darwin Nunez who have led the break onto Jota. And Luis Diaz just inside the Arsenal box has buried that one in the top corner. Game over at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal are out of the FA Cup. Another premature departure from the competition for Mikel Arteta. But it is Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp who march on. Really selfless play this from Nunez. And then again from Jota. Just got his body in front of Declan Rice as he got forward. Martinelli unconvincing in his attempts to try and stop Diaz. And it was one touch and one rocket into the top corner. No chance for Aaron Ramsdale. And that is that. Arsenal's poor form at the end of 2023 continuing on into the new year. Successive Premier League defeats and now an FA Cup exit will be yet another headache for Mikel Arteta, and that is full time here at the Emirates Stadium. A brilliant end from a Liverpool perspective. Jurgen Klopp all smiles, and might well he be. Mikel Arteta frustrated, angry with his team's performance. They had chances to win it. Slight bit of misfortune about the opening goal. Jakub Kiwior heading into his own net. But Liverpool stayed in the game, kept Arsenal at bay, and it is the Reds who are heading into the FA Cup fourth round. Full time here on Flashscore UK. It is Arsenal 0, Liverpool 2.